Hey everybody, we're going to check out the homework that you guys did last night and make sure that you did a good job. We're looking at the surface area of rectangular prisms. Remember, rectangular prisms have 6 surfaces, but they might all be a little bit different. But what we do know is that there'll definitely be 2 sides that will be the same. So let's look. This is a 14 by 3. This we have a 14 by 8. Here's this 14 by 3 again. And then we've got a 14 by 8 again here. This piece is an 8 by 3, and this piece is an 8 by 3, right? So now that we have all the expressions, let's write them down. I've got a 14 by 8, and not only one, but I have 2 of those, right? I have 2 of these. I have a 14 by 3, and again, I have 2 of those. And I have an 8 by 3. Let's see, an 8 by 3, and I've got 2 of those. So I'm going to do each of these pieces and then add them together, right? So 2 times 14 times 8 is 224 meters squared. I've got 14 times 3 times 2, which is 84 meters squared. And 8 times 3 is 24, and 24 times 2 is 48 meters squared. So after I get each of them, right, all of the sides, I'm going to add up all of the areas, all right? I shouldn't say sides, I should say areas, right? 224 plus 84 plus 48 equals 356 meters squared. All right, so that's how you do that one. And notice on the top of your homework assignment, you guys had a formula right here, right? So let me get my tool out. There we go. You guys can see that the surface area is 2 length widths plus 2 length heights plus 2 width heights. All right, and that's where this comes from. We have 2 of each. Okay, so we're going to practice that so you guys get the hang of it. All right, moving down here. Ready? All right, number 2. This time, I'm going to write in each one just like I did last time, and let's see how we do. All right, so it's 15 by 48. Well, this is 15 by 48 as well, right? And so is this one. They're all 15 by 48s, except for the ones on the ends, right? This is a 15 by 15, and this is a 15 by 15, right? And they're always 2 dimensions because that's what a rectangle is, right? It's 2-dimensional. So I've got 4 15 by 48s. Not getting the top of my 5s right there. And I've got 2 15 by 15s. So now we just have to multiply that out and figure out what we get, right? So let me get my calculator going. 4 times 15 times 48. We should have gotten 2,880. And we've got 15 times 15, but we've got 2 of them, right? 15 times 15 times 2. We get 450. So last but not least, add them together. And let's see. 2,880 plus 450, you should get 3,330 feet squared. All right, and basically it's just finding the area of 6 rectangles and adding them together. It's that easy. All right, this time it's not written flat, right? I don't see the net. This is the net. This one's not, right? So instead of actually drawing it out and doing it, I'm actually going to use my formula here. So I'm going to use 2 length widths plus 2 length heights plus 2 width heights. That's the formula, right? So now I'm going to show my substitutions. And I want to put the right present into the right box. So it doesn't matter how you label these, but I'm just going to say that 15's the length. I'm going to say that 10's the width. And I'm going to say that 4's the height. All right? And now I'm going to put the presents in the boxes. So every place where I see an L, I'm going to put 15. So L here, right? Every place where I see a W, I'm going to put 10. 10 here and 10 here. And finally, every place where I see an H, I'm going to put a 4. And I could type this whole thing in my calculator, or I could do it step by step. All right, I'm going to do it step by step so you guys can see. 2 times 15 is 30, and 30 times 10 is 300. 15 times 2 is 30. 30 times 4 is 120. 2 times 10 is 20, and 20 times 4 Well, 2 times 4 is 8, right? And add a 0, 80. So now I'm going to add all these pieces together. So 300 plus 120 plus 80. When you add all those together, you get 500. So this answer would be 500 inches squared around this whole rectangular prism. Okay? So that's how you use the formula, guys. You just substitute and you solve. All right, let's slide down and check out the next problem. Well, we're doing some redecorating here. Looks like we're going to be getting some new carpeting for our house, but we got to make sure that we get the measurements right first. So the room is 18 by 14 by 8. So I'm going to quickly just sketch this. Imagine this is the floor, all right? The floor is 18 by 14, but it's 8 feet high. Do I care about the height when I'm finding the area of the floor? Do I care about how tall the walls are? No, right? So all I care about really is the base, which is 18 by 14. So I'm going to do 18 times 14. And again, the calculator just makes it a little bit quicker. So 18 times 14, I wind up getting 252 feet squared of area. Now, if each square foot costs $5, I'm going to multiply that by $5. So I just multiply by 5. And the cost of doing the floor would be $1,260. Okay? Now, number 5 is basically the same type of question, only now I'm doing the ceiling. Now, if I put a ceiling on this, think, is the ceiling, now it's not the best drawing, right? But is the ceiling going to be the same as the floor? And the answer is yes. It's still going to be 18 by 14, right? So again, I do 18 times 14, but now the ceiling costs $7.50 per square foot for this tile. So I got to multiply by 750. So it's 252 feet squared times 750. And I get $1,890. Okay? So that is how that is done. Now the final question is the toughest, right? It's a challenge question. So let's get my challenge pen out. And notice, this time we're painting the walls. So now I got to deal with the height. So you know what I'm going to do here? I'm actually going to draw this out as a net. I got the one wall. Actually, let's call that the floor. This will be the one wall. This will be the ceiling. And I've got this wall. And I've got this wall. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is going to be the net. Okay? I'm going to label it. I know it's 18 by 14. And if I said this is the floor and this is the ceiling, we don't care about those right now, right? This is out, this is out. So what we care about are the walls. So we care about this guy right here, this guy, and this guy. So right now, let me finish labeling here. The walls are 8 feet tall. So 8, 8, 8, 8. All right, this would be 8 as well. So here we go. I got 8 by 8. This is going to be, I need to know the width of this too. Okay, so this is a 14 by 8. This is a 14 by 8, right? Now these are 18 by 8s. This is the 18 by 8. So these are my walls, right? I've got the 14 by 8, but I got 2 of them, right? Then I've got the 18 by 8, and I've got 2 of them. So let's figure out what this is. All right. So 2 times 14 times 8. This is 224 feet squared. Next one is 2 times 18 times 8, which is 288 feet squared. So let's find out how much total area all the walls are by adding those together. So 224 plus 288, that equals 512 feet squared. But here's the deal. I'm putting 2 coats of paint on. So that's like I have double the amount of wall. So I've got to multiply that by 2. I'm sure a lot of people are going to forget to do that. So you get 1,024 square feet that you have to paint. Now, each gallon covers 256 square feet. So what I have to do is find out how many 256s are in 1024. So 1024 divided by 256, and it works out to be exactly 4. So how many gallons do I need? 4 gallons of paint. And if each gallon costs $9.50, I am going to multiply $9.50 by 4. So $9.50 times 4, well, that's going to cost me $38 worth of paint. So that's why it was a challenge problem, guys. There was a lot of work, but hopefully you guys didn't give up and you gave it your best effort and you tried, right? So if you guys have any questions, I'll be back tomorrow and we'll be able to work on more of these problems. Make sure that you understand. Okay, until then, good luck, guys.